Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday wrap for the 7th of August. I'm Barry Fear, and thanks for joining us here in the studio this evening. Firstly, an apology for not bringing you the hamburger video last week as my offsider was away working at another site. And tonight on the show, we're going to be talking about hamburgers. And here, with his opening sequence on the hamburgers and how you make them, here's my offsider. Good evening to you and welcome. Thanks for joining me here in the studio tonight.
Thank you, Barry Fee, for letting me back into the studio. It's been a little while. Been away from the studio. Yeah, it's been good to be back to the studio. Everyone's all good. Um, like Barry said, when we talk about hamburger, we'll be telling you guys some good story about making hamburger.
So, how do you make hamburgers? Well, simple. You need to have good hamburger mince, okay? None of the crappy hamburger mince. Here's my offsider with his opening quote on making good hamburgers with good quality hamburger mince.
Yeah, that's correct. If you want to make a good hamburger, you gotta go to the butcher, and you gotta look for the fresh meats. And either you like chicken burger or beef burger or whatever you want to feel like to make with your burger, but to make sure that the meat was fresh and beautiful.
And like we said in the chicken burgers, wash your hands before touching the meat and wear gloves. Here's my offsider.
Yes, because the hygienic is very important when you mixing all the ingredients with your meats, especially chicken.
Because you don't want to be cooking with contaminated hamburger mince, guys, because that can make you very sick and your family as well. Here's my offsider for this important information.
That's correct. It's very important that you make sure that you don't mix up chicken and beef in a one chopping board. If you mix that one out, there's bacteria in there. Like Barry said, you don't want to make you sick, your family sick. You gotta be separate. You gotta be make sure that everything is clean.
And the same with your cooking utensils as well, your knives and whatever have you. Please don't use dirty utensils. Here's my offside.
Yeah, you gotta be clean. You gotta be prepared beforehand to make a burger. Um, because when you chop up your vegetable and stuff like that, you have to clean the pot. Your chopping board, you have to clean it thoroughly because to get all the mince out from the chopping board before you chop your vegetable.
If you are planning to cook your hamburgers on the barbecue, make sure that you clean your barbecue well before you use it. Here's my offside.
That's correct. You gotta have a clean barbie. You have a taste of your mince and your beautiful ingredients in your hands.
And clean your barbecue well afterwards. Here's my offside.
After you cook, you gotta have to clean it very well because you have to remove all the whatever left over from the meat in the barbie. You gotta clean it. If you leave it a day or two, it gets smell and stingy, and then hard for you to clean.
Make sure you have good barbecue utensils like tongs and things like that, and enough barbecue fuel to light up your barbecue. Here's my oxide.
Yeah, everything you need to be in a barbie. You gotta be ready for it. Like Barry said, get a dome, get a lighter, you get um, a plastic bag to collect all the rubbish or anything else you wanna use it. Paper towel to clean it as well. Make sure it's all there.
Now back to assembling the burgers. You need to have good fresh bread rolls, okay? Or hamburger rolls. Firstly, you will put the hamburger inside the bun and add your salad ingredients. And also make sure you have good salad ingredients. Here's my oxide.
Agree. You gotta be ready. When you put the first load of your burger, you like to be toasted, your bread or your bun, you gotta be toasted, or whatever you like to do it. Whoever like to put cheese on top, put the cheese on top, but you have to remember, people that don't eat terry food, they still put cheese on top. You gotta be ready.
And be aware of people's dietary
Yeah.
requirements too. Now, on to some regular stuff on the show. Behaving in public. Now, we said this on one of our regular shows last year. So if you go out, please behave in public responsibly. Here's my outsider about this now.
Like Barry saying, we always talk about behaving in public. It's uh, it's one of the very important messages that everybody needs to hear about behaving in public because not only that, but you have to be respectful when you go out. You have to be mindful of people around in the area or the atmosphere you at. You gotta be respect people, man.
And don't have a punch up or use your fist as a punching bag. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, that's true, man. You gotta go to public, and if you behave properly in public, people they leave you alone. But if you break the rule or do some stupid stuff, when you end up punching. But like Barry said, don't use your fist to be punching. It's not a punching bag. That's how we behave in public properly. Guys,
Okay, now on the weekend I wasn't here because I had to I had some urgent business to attend to and here's my outsider.
yeah, Barry was not here in the week, especially in the week as a weekend as well. He was away for the emergency situation, but he's well now back home, and it's he had to look after himself now and stay healthy.
And on the subject, if you don't need to go to hospital, guys, don't go or ring 000 for an ambulance unnecessarily. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, that's correct. Um, Especially when you don't feel to go to the hospital because you don't need to go to, or wasting time off the ambulance or the sugar syrup, because it's very important that you leave ambulance and triple zero alone. Some people really need.
Now back on to our opening sequence tonight, and that was hamburgers. Tonight's show is all about hamburgers. Now, homemade hamburgers, guys, you cannot go wrong with them. You're saving a few bucks at the takeaway shop. Here's my upsider.
Yeah, of course. You go to the shop or the restaurant. You buy a hamburger for $23, and you can make a hamburger for $5 at home.
Or even nothing. So get the family together. Make some hamburgers using good quality hamburger mince. Okay, don't use the crappy hamburger mince. Okay, ask your butcher about good hamburger mince. Okay, and season it well with salt and pepper. And here's my offside.
Yeah, that's the main thing, Mike. Your ingredients, put it together with beef, chicken, or pork. I'm telling you, you eat more better than you go to the restaurant.
So hamburgers, you can cook them any time of the week, any day of the week, and even on the weekend. Make this a wet weather activity
Mm.
for lunch, even for dinner, and invite your friends around and cook up some chip fries to go with your hamburger. Here's my upsider.
Yeah, like you say, nothing wrong with a wet day, a hamburger with the family. Mike, you can make potato chips. You can make sweet potato chips. Oh, beautiful for everybody to have.
Before we close tonight's show, we're going to be talking about potato chips next week on our show and how to make them and what sort of potatoes to use. Now, stay tuned for that one, but before we finish the hamburger report, do you want to know? Well, we apologize for the interruption and welcome back. To close our program tonight, our hamburgers, you must have good quality ingredients. We said this at the beginning of the show, and here's my offside.
There is right. You gotta have a first ingredients. Beautiful means you be set.
And and you need to make sure that the mint is in date before you cook with it. Otherwise, you could be sick. Here's my offside.
You gotta look on the day. Make sure it's on the right month and the day. You'll be good.
Well, it's time to draw a line under the under this video, the hamburger video. So don't go to McDonald's, guys, and waste $7 on a hamburger. Cook yourselves some fresh hamburgers, some good healthy ones as well. And here's my outsider with his closing quote on this.
Yeah. You gotta go to a shop. It's fresh. Now is can't go wrong with ask to the butcher manager to have the fresh one that you have that the quality one.
So why waste money on a good quality on a greasy hamburger, guys? So come on, get some good quality mince this weekend. Hamburger mince and cook up some hamburgers for the family and for those that can't eat meat, cook up some vegetable burgers too. Add some fresh salad with that and some wholemeal rolls, and here's my oxide.
That will be taste beautiful, like as there is explained it to you guys. Gotta be fresh, gotta be great.
And that's nearly the end of the show. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the show, the Hamburger Report. And for those that are not feeling the best, we'll see them on the next shift. But that's all we've got time for tonight on the show at 7:29, and it is time for me to draw a line under this day as well. And Sydney again is about to get cold again. So rug up everybody tomorrow. Look after yourselves. And if you are not well, don't come to work. Here's my outsider for his final closing message.
Yeah, that's correct. You gotta look after yourself because don't if you feel sick, please, like Barry said, don't come to work. You gotta stay home and look after yourself because because sickness is not good for you for client and for the staff as well.
And also ring up if you can't come to work at 6 a.m. in the morning, just like one of our staff have done here tonight.
Yeah.
And we hope to see them on the next shift. But until then, viewers, thanks for your company tonight on the show. We hope that you enjoy a hamburger recipe and story that we brought to you. And get cooking, mums and dads and kids alike out there. And, and one last closing message. If you drink and drive,
You gotta bang, flip,
flop,
flip and flop and flat.
because drinking and driving, guys, it doesn't mix. And that's where I'd like to conclude tonight's show. See you next Wednesday for potato chips. Do stay with us then. Until until tomorrow then, from all of us here at Oceana, it's good night, and here's my outsider to say good night to you now.
Thank you guys for listening and watching us tonight. And please, if you like what we say, you gotta write a comment or likes. Thank you guys for being with us tonight, and thank you. Good night, everybody.
And remember, if you drink speed, drink and drive.
You bang, flip, flop, flat, and you flat.
And bang! Night night, everybody, and see you next week.
See you next week.
Good night, everyone.